Hey everyone, welcome back to Input, the only Transformers review channel that is faster than Blur running on a cosmic treadmill. I hope you guys are doing fantastic today on this Thursday afternoon, and I know some of you guys are at work, and I hope that you guys are listening while your bosses are yelling at you repeatedly for not doing your job that you are obviously doing. So, yeah. This week we're going to be talking about Transformers news, as I have in these last 2 weeks. You guys really seem to enjoy these live news segments, which are brought to you by tformers.com. If you're tired of all the Facebook drama because you like your Optimus Primes purple and red, then head on over to tformers.com, where it's a judgmental-free zone for all you purple Optimus Prime lovers out there. Ultra Marcus, welcome in, man. It's 9 p.m. there. I'm glad you stopped by, buddy. I'm glad you're able to find time to stop by before you went to bed. On a different note, however, I don't know how to put this or say this or whatever the case may be, but I have opened up a Patreon at patreon.com. If you guys want to donate to the stop motion channel, all proceeds from that go to essentially helping build sets and get stuff for sets and foam and wood and all that other stuff, because it can get pretty pricey. Runestone, welcome in, man. I do have different tiers over there, but if you guys want, everybody who donates to the Patreon will be an executive producer in all my videos, whether they're stop motion videos or not, whether they're on the stop motion channel or here on the main channel. You guys will be executive producers, and I don't know how this works, but Patreon is also making stickers available for the 2 upper tier classes, I guess. So it's $5 and $10 tier classes. I do have 3 different classes. I have a $3, a $5, and a $10 a month tier class. So, but the stickers are available for $5 and $10. That's what Patreon decided to do. So I don't know how all of that works, but there are stickers involved. I do know that. So, yeah. So that's my channel news. Obviously, got to get through that first before we head over to Transformers news, which again is brought to you by tformers.com. And I'm pretty sure you guys are tired of hearing me plug stuff at roughly 3.5 minutes in. So let's dig into some Transformers news. And again, I hope everybody's having a great week and a great Thursday. So we've got some official lift ticket official images here. We have a selling price of 49 yen. That's roughly $50 US. Takara Tomy Male or Mall Limited Transformer Generation Selects. So this is going to be a mall exclusive, Takara Tomy Mall exclusive. For you guys who don't know, Takara Tomy Mall is Takara Tomy's website. Essentially kind of like Hasbro Pulse is for Hasbro, essentially the kind of the same thing for over there. So yeah, we have official lift ticket. You guys don't know, lift ticket is the Diaclone colors of what's the green one? the green, is it not Trailbreaker, Hoist. It's the Diaclone colors of Hoist. It does say Wrecker on the side of his truck mode right here, as you guys can see. It is not because he is a wrecker, it is because he is a tow truck. I know I've seen some confusion over that. He's not a wrecker, he's a tow truck, and that's what we call tow truck drivers in the US as well. They're tow trucks, and there's wreckers, and they're also called vultures because they hover around car accident scenes like buzzards hovering around their dead prey. So, but it does look like there's no retooling, no remold, no nothing here. I don't know. I don't think he comes with this Ironworks. I think this is just a display for the Takara Tomy Mall official images and stuff. So, I don't know. He looks good, but he still is a deluxe class figure, so I don't know if he's $50 good. I I don't know. I do have both molds. I do have the Trailbreaker and the Hoist, and this one does look pretty sweet. But again, at $50 or 5,000 yen, it is a little on the pricey side. Action figure expert, welcome in, man. So I think maybe at $50, maybe he comes with the no, he doesn't come at all. So I guess maybe you're paying the 50 for because he's a limited run, maybe. But he looks pretty good. I dig him. Also, there is a lift ticket available if you guys want a IDW style lift ticket. There is a lift ticket that was done off of the IDW hoist as well. So if you guys don't really dig this look and you want more of an IDW look, there's that one available as well. We got some news from New Age, from their New Age Golden Lagoon H4 1D Jones and H4 2G Shihan official images. All right, so we've got Golden Lagoon Beachcomber and Golden Lagoon. I saw him in the pictures right here, Mirage. I gotta say, man, I do love these Golden Lagoon figures whenever a company does them, whether it be Hasbro or a third party or, whoever does them. I do absolutely love them. They look super, super cool. I just hope that, everyone says gold plastic syndrome is no longer a thing. We will see, I guess, with all of these gold figures floating out there in the wild. We'll start to see what crumbles and what doesn't. Although most of Beachcomber does look like he's gold paint. So maybe if down the line all of the gold plastic does begin to crumble, maybe you can grab a regular Beachcomber and kind of piece them back together, maybe. There is a shot that I wanted to talk about. I thought this looked super cool. Essentially, they're recreating where he first finds the Golden Lagoon. I think that's really, really cool. Really good images here from New Age, dude. I dig that. That's so cool. Mirage here. I don't know if in the cartoon he had the lettering on the side as when he was in, when he's covered gold or whatever. I want to say he did not, but then again, I don't know. It's been so long since we've watched the episode for the review of Tales from Teletrend. I don't remember if he had the writing on the side or not. But there he is waiting in the gold. And that looks so good. Man, that looks so good. I love New Age. Like they're people who take their pictures and everything. I only have one New Age figure. I do think they're a bit on the pricey side for what they are size-wise, but people buy them and people love them, man. So got to respect the hustle, man, when they're getting their money. So but these look so good. Even the silver vibes are on Beachcomber. Man, that looks so, so good. I like it. I dig it. I dig the look quite a bit. We've got a Diaclone Reboot Tactical Mobile Soldier official promo video from Takara. I'm not going to play that, but if you guys want to watch it, it's up on their official YouTube page. I don't want to get, copyright or whatever the case may be by playing their videos or have the video ripped down. I use music and stop motion for one thing. I feel like it's a different thing. Now, I did say I don't buy New Age because of their price, but they may have suckered me in with this Toxitron. Man, this Toxitron is freaking gnarly. I'm going to catch up with chat. Jay Hollow, what's going on, man? Lift ticket is only $22.99 on Pulse. So there you go. I'm not sure why Takara Tomy Mall is charging $50 for it. So I don't know why. That doesn't make sense. But New Age, like I was saying, New Age man, they suckered me right here with this Toxitron. This looks so, so cool. I will say I am disappointed, though, because this is based on the Toxic Avenger. If you guys don't know from the Troma movies and Tromaville and stuff, the Toxic Crusader, maybe you guys know that, the cartoon from the 90s. But yeah, this is an homage to the Toxic Avenger, and I don't understand why he doesn't come with a mop somebody release Toxitron with a mop, please. Just a giant Cybertronian mop. That'd be great. I don't know where this hook comes from, but I'm pretty sure this was already used on one of their figures or molds or whatever already. But like I said, I don't know where it comes from. But this looks super, super cool. His little roller guy looks really neat too. The Matrix, you got to have the Matrix of toxic sludge, I guess, in there, of undetermined size and strength. This is what really sold me. Like, I'm always in for, weird recolors and decos and stuff like that. Always grabs my attention. Whether or not I get it is a whole nother story. But this trailer with that pink toxic sludge just splattered down the side of it looks super cool. I do wish they went further down and just kind of covered the entire trailer with it. But, you can't look a gift horse in the mouth, right? So this looks super, super cool. And yeah, like I said, I don't buy New Age. I only have the one Seeker, but it looks like I'm going to be adding their Optimus Prime 2.0 mold to the collection as it is. And this will definitely go with the other Toxitrons that I have. So this looks super cool. And then this shot right here, that looks so awesome. Him on Earth with like the water towers and stuff in the background. It's super, super neat. Great job, New Age, with their pictures as always. Hasbro should really take note from some of these third-party companies when it comes to their pictures. And speaking of official Transformers, now I know we did get the Getsue official images. Now, this is a train bot. We all know the train bots from Moon Studios and Takara are doing these. And this one really honestly blew me away. There are about the size of a Masterpiece MP car bot. So you're looking about the size of, say, like Quick or a Smokescreen. Almost like Quicksilver. That's an X-Man, not a Transformer. But let's see. I'm gonna get caught up on chat real quick. Authorize Optimus repaint into this. Definitely, J Hall. I would love to see a Toxitron from their Earthrise mold or their Siege mold. I don't care. I'd love to see Hasbro release something like that. That'd be really cool. Now this Getsue really, I think, looks really, really good. And I was in on Moon Studios. I do have the two Moon Studio ones that are currently out, coming on their way from Toy Dojo. And so I was gonna pass on the official Takara release one. No real reason in particular. Is just, to me, a combiner should be massive and huge, and and just have like this, have a presence, right? And especially if you're going to put them in the living room on top of your bookshelf and stuff, you just want like this giant towering thing of mass. And Zeta or Moon Studios really did that, but this just looks super, super cool. It is an all-in-one transformation. So the thighs and all that stuff kind of fold out from the back, and I'll show you guys the leg mode. Runestone says, so will Raiden be completed by 2023? That, see, I don't know, man, because they're releasing the first one in September 2022, and so I would hope by like maybe summer 2023, winter 2023, we will see all official MPG train bots. So now let's scroll down. I do think this looks super cool. It is kind of stylized, I will say, from the anime, but it does hit all the main points are there. The way the feet are. In the anime he doesn't have the hip skirts and stuff like that, but I mean, where Moon Studios did do a cleaner transformation, these figures are smaller. So I guess it kind of begs the question of, where can you put some of this stuff, especially since you can't sacrifice the train mode, right? Since these are licensed trains, where do you put some of the stuff, right? But I do like the fact that it ends up making them somewhat stylized. I think that's really cool. I have no idea what kind of train this is, but it is an electric train because you've got the conductor rails right up top, and I think they come with the tracks as well. So that's super cool. Yeah, it does right there. You guys can see it comes with 2 track pieces, the gun, the electric rail, and I guess an ammo kit maybe. I don't know what that's supposed to be. And here's the leg mode right here. This is freaking awesome. I love the way that leg mode looks. I really do. And as you guys can see, it all folds out. So it is going to be one, no parts forming, no nothing. It would seem coming from this piece. Maybe the chest plate, the chest cover will do a similar thing to like maybe Combiner Wars Devastator, where those are separate pieces or weapons or something like that. But for the most part, this is probably all going to be all in one transformation. And so we got Getsue and Shoki right here. They both look really cool. And I like Shoki's little wings here on the side. I think that's super, super cool. I think, truthfully, like I said, I was originally going to pass on the Takara one, but this one may have really, really sold me on them. Getsue may have sold me on the entire set here. Just for, at the very least, I can kind of set them in front of the Moon Studios Zeta Raiden when he's all in combined mode and stuff. I think that looks super, super cool. And then we got the two next to each other. Got a very old timey, like I guess like maybe European style, like 1800 style train. I guess, I don't know, with the Japanese bullet train next to it. And you can see the size difference there and stuff. And yeah, these are the 2 legs. So, man, this looks so cool. So cool. I really don't think, man, you can go wrong with either way. I think at the end of the day, let your collection and how you display your collection kind of speak to you on which Raiden you go with. Super cool that you can make them fly with the flight stand and stuff like that. That's so neat. And it looks like he's got LEDs, so he lights up. I think that's the first Takara anything, Transformers anything, Hasbro or Takara wise, that has any kind of lights in it for the first time, better part of a decade maybe. So it's been quite a while on any kind of collector level, I should say, that's had LEDs and lights and stuff. But that looks super cool, man. Sign me up for this. So we got MPG, and remember the G stands for giant. So Masterpiece Giant. I think that's why they have a bit of a chug aesthetic. You got like a 5mm port here and stuff. Is because it's not essentially supposed to be Masterpiece the way that we think of Masterpiece. It's supposed to be, like more of a masterpiece for chug, I guess, probably the best way to put it. And man, I don't know, him laying down, being all cocky and arrogant, it's super funny to me. And we've got shots of Raiden right here as well. And he looks like he's going to be a big old beefy boy in the chest area. And it looks like he doesn't have any kind of hip section or thigh section, or not thigh, any kind of like hip area for articulation or anything. But who knows? We will definitely see. And it does look like maybe this chest piece may not be parts forming at all, but we'll definitely see here. I'm super excited for all of the train bots from both different companies. Man, we've got right here next to the 87 figure, and we got the new one, 2022. Man, that's super cool. That's awesome. I dig it. I'm gonna get caught up on chat to see what you guys are talking about. What's up, Kato? What's going on? Triple R. What's going on? And Oracle says it's a trolley car. Thank you, Oracle, for correcting me. I mean, tell you, if it ain't cars, if it ain't, any kind of car, I don't know it. So jets and trains, I don't know. So we've got X-Transbot official images of their hotspot, which they're calling a Vanguard. Man, this looks super cool. I said about 2 weeks ago when they showed off the vehicle mode that I thought the vehicle mode looked super cool, but man, hotspot looks super, super intimidating, man. That looks super cool. Man, between X Transbots and MMC, I don't know which one to go with. You know what? Let's just say this: don't go with one, go with both. Screw it. Have a team displayed around the combined mode, right? There you go. Problem solved. And but I will be interested to see how well this sells, with with all the QC issue that Keith has been having, from his lock, the cup and stuff like that. But this is very, very, very intriguing to me. Very cool. He looks a little thick here on the side and everything, but again, sometimes you got to forgive a lot of this stuff, because where exactly do you put a fire truck, in a humanoid creature, right? So, but yeah, like I said, perfect time to be a Transformers fan right now, because we're getting all kinds of different takes on these figures. It's super cool. And we got Hasbro throwing their hat back in the combiners and stuff too. So we'll definitely see if we get a Defensor from them and how they engineer theirs and stuff. So we've got Transformers A Legacy Skids right here, official in-hand images, and I think the figure looks decent, but I will say I'm definitely not in for it just because of all the clear plastic in the back, and that's mainly because of the Dotson brothers that had their issues from Earthrise. 86 Jazz had his issues from Earthrise, so I'm not going to take the chance. I think I'm just going to skip out on this Skids. And don't worry, I scroll down a little far and to the Junkion, and I know we'll get to that, because I know there's a separate page for it. But I'm curious, with all of those issues that a lot of the Autobots, the car bots, have been having with the clear plastics breaking and snapping and cracking almost immediately, how many of you guys are in on the Skids? I know, I think I may have asked that before, but just out of curiosity, how many of you guys are in on the Skids because of all the QC issues of the older bots? Get caught up in chat before. Triple R says basically you need someone like me or Kato for the jets and someone like Sheldon for the trains. I mean, I know what an F-15 is. I know, that family of jets, right? And then I know, the what is it, M22 or something, whatever Blitzwing is. But when it gets kind of past that, and I know what some of the aerial bots are, like 2 of the aerial bots, but past that, I'm pretty much SOL on knowing the train or the planes, right? So, and honestly, most of my plane knowledge comes from Transformers. So, Silverbolt being a Concorde, right? I know that, and I looked into what a Concorde was, and I think it's a pretty cool supersonic jet. Now, Oracle Dream says Dotson. Yeah, the Dotson brothers, Prowl, Smokescreen, and Blue Streak. They are 280Zs, Fair Lady Zs, 80s Fair Lady Zs. Let's see. Jay Hollow says, I like X Transbots, but their transformations are insane. I will give you that. Triple R says, I'm definitely in on Skids. And he's a MiG-22. That's what I said, right? I think that's what I said. That sounds about right. See, Runestone says, I know they wanted a line-wide gimmick, but something tells me that the budget went into the clear weapon could have gone into filling those gaps in limbs. I will say that the line-wide gimmicks, I think, if you're going to give us gimmicks, if Hasbro is going to give us gimmicks in their figures, I think, get away from, the clear plastic and things that are supposed to combine like that, because the clear plastic weapons combining and stuff, that seems like a terrible idea just because of how easy clear plastic breaks, right? Especially, Hasbro's clear plastic here recent last year or so. So I think if they were going to do that, get away, make the plastic opaque and, make all the weapons, whatever color you want to make them. So when they're combined into their gun or whatever, it all looks cohesive. But I do agree with you. Yeah, some of that budget could have gone into filling gaps, or maybe even, you know, doing the backpack the way they used to do, where it'd be a solid piece of opaque plastic, and then the clear parts would be separate clear pieces, kind of glued in place, so you wouldn't be putting any stress onto the clear plastic during transformation. Jay Holler says he likes them all except for Prime RC. I agree. Prime RC, that is not a good looking figure. I don't say that very often because I try to be as positive as I can when it comes to Transformers and stuff. But that, I mean, I like the idea of putting, G1ifying these characters and kind of bringing them back for a new audience and stuff. But they didn't do RC right. And the aerial bots are a Concorde, a Harrier, an F4 Phantom, F15, and F16. So we've got Beast Wars issue number 12 comic book preview, Maximals Strike Back. So if you guys want to read the preview for it, go ahead and feel free to read it. We have official inbox images of Transformers 86 Perceptor. How do you guys feel about this Preceptor? I will say I'm probably out on this Preceptor, just mainly because of the G1 aesthetic. And I know it's supposed to be 86 and Studio Series 86, so he's supposed to be more along the lines of the movie, the 86 movie, obviously. So, but we just got Titans Return Preceptor in terms of a G1 aesthetic, so I might be passing on this Preceptor. I think he does look really good, but at $25 after tax, give or take, and I have the Titans Return one, and this one really doesn't do anything different. He's not like an exploration vehicle or a spaceship or magnifying glass or anything else like that. It's, but I will say, if we did get this, in black as a Pulse exclusive or something, Magnificus, then definitely sign me up for it then, 100%. Triple R says he likes that RC. Triple R is always liking everything. Legacy feels like a step back from War for Cybertron. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. I will say it does. I can see where you're coming from, Jay. I can't co-sign with what you're saying, but I do understand where you're coming from with it. Runestone says Preceptor needs more paint. Where would you put the paint, Runestone? Just out of curiosity. I know his face. I guess maybe just paint the red. Maybe do like a metallic red. That'd be kind of cool. Triple R says Preceptor rules. Maybe we get a Magnificus from him. Definitely. I think if we do get a Magnificus for Hasbro Pulse, he has to come with his human counterpart on some level, right? Like you would have, make a story up where he's now a target master or whatever. I don't know, but he has to come with the figure. Although I doubt he would come with his human figure. Just because, if you look at Artfire only came with one target master instead of two. So I guess whatever. Runestone says, oh, paint the treads. Yeah, definitely. I could definitely agree with that. Paint them black, especially if you're going to put the tank mode in there. Yeah, for sure. Well, I guess that begs the question, is that 86 accurate? Is that movie accurate at that point? See, Jay Hollis says, don't get me wrong, I will most likely buy them all. For sure, man. For sure. I know I'm saying this about Preceptor now, but if I see him on clearance at Target and he's $10, and I'll be like, he's $10. You can't go wrong with that. Let's see. Triple R says Magnificus will have a wheelie type of accessory. I'm okay with those accessories because they're not figures, right? They're accessories, and I'm okay with that. So if he came with like a humanoid figure with like 2 points or 4 points, whatever it would be of articulation, I'd be totally cool with that. As long as he came with that human counterpart, I'd be okay with it. So, like I said, I think Preceptor looks super, super cool. And Preceptor, this is a hard thing for me to say that I'm going to pass on because Preceptor is one of my childhood favorite characters. But like I said, I don't know. Definitely, when it comes crunch time, we'll definitely see if I hold true to skipping out on Perceptor here or not. So, we got here we go. We got leaked Studio Series 86 Junkyard images, and there we go. We got them right here. And we got the main photo right here. Does look like he is definitely using parts from Retgar. Looks like the hip section and the waist and crotch section. Looks like the lower feet or the shins right here. The wheels, the weapon, the whatever the axe piece. And I think that's about it. I don't have Retgar in my collection, the 86 Retgar, so I couldn't for sure tell you, but it does look like everything waist down appears to be the same, possibly. But hey, man, we're getting a G1 86 Junkyard, and that is awesome. And this is where I feel like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, Hasbro wouldn't have touched that. We would have gotten a Retgar and then another Retgar with an alternate head, you know. And well, we did we did technically get that and reveal the shield. So what's up, Transformers Talk Raw? Hey, real quick, I want to give Transformers Talk Raw a shout out. He did a really, really awesome video or interview with a scalper, and basically kind of getting basically diving into the mind of kind of what makes scalpers tick, or at least the one that he interviewed. It's really, really awesome interview. It's a very peaceful conversation, man. It's really cool. So go check that out if you chat after this stream. It's definitely worth listening to for sure. Let's see. Junkyard fits his look. Definitely. He looks really good. Runestone says, well, no, the black treads aren't accurate, but then Earthrise Cliff Jumper mold isn't accurate design-wise either, yet they merely redecorated that for the Studio Series. Very valid point, Runestone, 100%. And I'll do you one better on that. They recolored 86 Cup into more movie-accurate color scheme in the Bumblebee line than the 86 line. So you're 100% right. Waist down on Junkyard is the same. Okay. JLR says, Junkyard, I'm getting 2 of them. Oh, man, that's awesome. You're going to have, like, Junkyard write himself or something, Jay. That's hilarious. Transformers Talk Raw says, thank you. He appreciates that. No problem, man. No problem at all. Most of the parts above the waist are new sculpted parts. Okay. Let's see. Transformers says, I'm sure the thieves will have a review of the Junkyard up next week since we just got the first images. Hey, man, you might be right. You might be right. But yeah, dude, I think this looks super, super cool. I am really curious to see if Hasbro continues down this Junkion route with the 86 and seeing how far we go with this. Because I do feel like if they continue down the road with the 86 Junkions, or let's just call them, I'll call them modern day Junkions. You know, we're going to get to a point to where they're going to start ending up being Hasbro exclusives or Pulse exclusives, because we're going to get to a point to where they, the characters are becoming too niche to sell on the shelf, right? They essentially would be shelf warming and stuff. I have 2 Retgar RC and a Lita 1 riding them. Okay, that sounds cool, man. So let's see. We've got more BBTS news, and our boy Larkin's Lair coming out of the gate swinging, doing an upgrade kit for the Amazon exclusive Golden Disc Collection, Beast Wars Pterosaur, Kingdom Pterosaur. Man, out of the gate swinging. If you guys haven't seen Larkin's upgrade kits, this guy, huge shout out to Larkin's Lair for this one. He takes a figure like he did with the Earthrise Megatron mold, and he did that upgrade kit, and he took it from a bad figure and made it one of my top 5 figures of the year as an honorable mention, which those videos are coming. Top 5 best, top 5 worst. And feel free, when you guys watch the worst, feel free to grill me in the comment section all you want to, because I know there's gonna be some controversial opinions or whatever on my top 5 worst. Deluxe Baldwin. God damn, that sexy voice. I appreciate it, good sir. Welcome in, man. Let's see. 86. This is from Transformers Talk Raw. The 86 Hot Rod actually fits really well on Retgar's alt mode. Okay, I'll have to check that out whenever I get Retgar. See, Runestone says, minor point, do you think they'll skip the number 86 for the live action studio series? That'll send my OCD into overdrive. No, absolutely not. I don't think they will. I don't see why they would. I really don't. I get where you're coming from though, because 86 and Transformers 86 and stuff, but no, I don't think they will. Let's see. Transformers Talk Raw says, y'all smashed the like button for this hard work, Phil. I appreciate that, man. Hey there, everybody. From Deluxe, Triple R says, they already said they were skipping number 86. Well, I don't know, man. Hasbro, we'll see. Hasbro said quite a few things, like Blaster wouldn't be available for pre-orders. So, but then he went up for pre-order the next day. So. But yeah, I want to get, like, Larkin is killing us with these upgrade kits, man. He's doing amazing work with these guys. And this one just gets me right in the feels with these shoulder cannons like he had in the cartoon. Super, super cool stuff coming down the pipeline. Like I said, this is the best time to be a Transformers fan. Doesn't matter if you're in a Hasbro third-party upgrade kits for your figures, in the KOs. It don't matter, man. Now is the time. Because don't forget, not even 8 years ago, we were struggling to get stuff character-wise. And now we got New Age doing a Toxitron of all characters, right? So we'll definitely see, man, how this turns out. And yeah, man, looks like that does it for this week's news from tformers.com. I'll scroll down to the review section, and if you guys see all of these reviewers down here, head on over to tformers.com and check out all of their works. And yeah, just check them out, man, and drop them a comment, a like, a subscribe, do all that stuff. And just show your love, man, for the community and pass it around. That's really all it's about. Let's see. Runestone says, how good do you think that pterosaur will look in the colors of the 96 figures? I don't know if a solid red beak, for example, would look on this mold. Actually, I think it's going to look really cool. I'll tell you guys right now, the reason why I'm more of a fan of toy accuracy than show accuracy is because the toys is what I grew up with, in the sense that I watched the shows, I love the cartoons, all of that awesome stuff. But at the end of the day, when I went home from school, the toys are what I played with the most. So I really think, I say all that to say this, my favorite look for Pterosaur is the toy look with the black thighs and the black, like kind of behind his, I don't know, his Pterosaur butt section on his chest, it being black with the green dots and stuff. I think that's the best look for Pterosaur. So, but an all red beak, I think, isn't that accurate though? Like, I mean, they weren't, I don't know, Crimson Raptors isn't here to correct me. So, but I don't know. They might, what they might do too? They might take the red beak and paint it yellow to kind of give it this look. Let's see. Have you seen the Legacy Beast Wars Sandstorm? I have. Yeah, the recolor of Scorponok. I have, actually. And I'm kind of split, to be honest with you. Let me see if I can find that and pull that up real quick. But I am kind of split on it because the Scorponok figure wasn't that good of a figure. I did buy it, and it kind of, you know, it has warmed itself to me in a sense, right? I do like the figure, but it is a bad figure. So so I don't know if I would want it again in a different mold, but I will say that I do feel like at the end of the day, though, you're not going to get the BotCon one for cheap at all, right? So maybe a $20 investment or whatever this would be, $20-$30 would probably be the best way to get it, get the investment or whatever to get that character is what I'm trying to say, right? So here it is right here. We've got the beast mode, and I will say that I love the fade right here. From the sand, the darker, I guess like the light dark brown into that sandy kind of khaki color. I love the fade. I love the paintwork on this figure, definitely, and the new head sculpt and stuff. But it's still that Kingdom Scorponok, man. So, and the odd thing is, we do have a size comparison here with Kickback. Kickback from Legacy is actually taller than Sandstorm or Scorponok. So we do have a size comparison right there for Kickback. Let's see. Transformers Talk says, input bro, check out our Facebook group. Link found in my T-Talk video description. We'd love to have you with us, man. I don't have a Facebook, bro. I'm sorry, I don't have one, but my girlfriend has one, so I'll get her to join. And but definitely, man. Let's see. Jay Hollis says, tune for me, Jazz with no door wings, man. You know, I will say this: give me the option of door wings versus no door wings, because it's so simple to do, right? But I will say, Jazz for me is all about the door wings. It works because it kind of flows with the rest of the Carbots too. Let's see. Triple R says, for me, my mind wrapped around the fiction and the toys were just in that universe. I can see that. Jay Hollis says, Sandstorm looks better than Scorponok. Definitely. I will agree. I even think the original Sandstorm figure looks better than Beast Wars Scorponok. I agree. The mold isn't great, though I still want double punch out of it. Now, that is a recolor that we should get for sure. Triple R says, meh, on that Sandstorm. Hey, man, you got to get these alternate colors out there because there is a market for all this stuff. Because you got to think, for every $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 Transformer out there as of some really obscure character, you know, Hasbro or third party or KOs or whatever are going to want to capitalize and get that money. So, let's see. I put the door wings up on downbeat sometimes. Okay, see? Yeah, I definitely see that. You know what? I think would be really cool is if we had a stepper that was like a recolor of Jazz, but you could put the door wings up and Jazz could have his door wings down, or vice versa. So you can have Stepper get a slightly different look than Jazz. Let's see. The original exclusive Sandstorm is hella expensive now. Yes, it is, man. It is not a cheap figure. Not a cheap figure at all. Triple R comes in and says, I'm mad on all the beasts except for Finbots. Well, I mean, when you got Black Arachnia looking as good as Black Arachnia does, I can't blame you on that one, right? So, but yeah, so there's Sandstorm right there. And I got to ask, how many of you guys, after G2 Sandstorm, right, Hasbro produced the G2 Sandstorm, how many of you guys saw this one coming, this Sandstorm coming? Because they have, you know, when they renew a name or a license, they have it for a few years. Just out of curiosity, how many of you guys saw this coming? I did not. I did not. I did see a recolor of it coming, possibly somewhere down the line, but I did not see Sandstorm. Did not see that one coming at all. So I am just out of curiosity. How many of you guys saw that Beast Wars Sandstorm coming? Let's see. Runestone says, forget not cheap. Where can you find the original figure? eBay. Now I do remember that a few years ago, Big Bad Toy Store had some just kind of pop up. They just kind of fell in their lap, and apparently they were stored in some kind of warehouse or something. And um, if I remember correctly, it was Grizzly and Sandstorm they had, and it might have been Double Punch. I don't remember which one, but they had a bunch of BotCon exclusives from way back in the day. We're talking, 90s and early thousands era BotCon, before FunPub had it. So just kind of plopped down in their lap, and they went up on the website, and they were immediately almost sold out. Let's see. Transformers Talk Raw says, I honestly didn't see that coming. Let's see. Action Figure Esper says, I saw Sandstorm coming the second we heard there was going to be Beast Wars Scorponok. All right. So Jay Alice says, I think Hasbro is trying to shut down aftermarket sales with these releases. I can definitely see that. And like I said, I can understand where they're coming from too. You know, they want a piece of the pie and stuff. Let's see. Runestone says, since they've been redecoing obscure characters for selects, I was kind of expecting them to do a Beast Wars Sandstorm. All right. Now I will say they need to live up to that poster and give us, they showed Kingdom Polar Claw. They need to do something with Polar Claw and give us a Legacy Polar Claw at the very least. I mean, we're getting really obscure references and Transformers here for Beast Wars. And considering how big the cast for Beast Wars, the TV show, really was, you're going to run out of characters pretty fast. So I say, come on with it. Give us a Polar Claw and do the 2 repaints from him. And there we go. Let's see. Runestone says, I want a Hardhead and a Thrustor out of a Dinobot. I agree with that. Give us that. Give us some Beast Wars, Neo, and Second Love. Absolutely. So yeah, guys, I want to say thank you guys for joining me on this week's episode of the Transformers News. And yeah, don't know where to go with don't know where to go with that. But thanks guys for joining me. Don't forget, if you guys want to help out the stop motion channel, I do have a Patreon up now at 3 different tiers of $3 and $5 and $10 a month. If you guys want to help out, donate for the stop motion channel and get that'll help pay for sets and foam and wood and all that stuff. And there's also stickers. I don't know how Patreon's doing the stickers, so bear with me on the stickers, but the stickers are available for $5 and $10 tier classes. And if you do donate, everyone gets a executive producer credit in all my videos, not just the stop motion videos. And you guys also get a link to whatever social media platform you guys have in the description of all my videos. So that's pretty much what I got for you guys this week. Jay Holler says there's already 2 Waspman Air repaints coming and the Black Female Inferno. I'm down. If they want to keep giving me repaints, I will take those repaints. And then at some point, please give us a Ramulus and give us the Ramulus and make him all 3 colors, please. That'd be super, super cool. Let's see. Vector Overlay says, yes, Polar Claw all the way. I agree. They teased us, right? They teased us with that Polar Claw, right? And it was like, they didn't give it to us, but they gave us everybody else except for Polar Claw. Like, come on, man. Give us a Polar Claw, then give us a Grizzly, and we can call it a day. I was shocked we haven't gotten so many yet. They could have given us a G1 Hose Head so easily out of the Inferno mode. They really could have. There's actually quite a bit of stuff they could give us, but I think the problem is that, if I'm being honest, I think they're so G1 focused, basically updating G1, right? And bringing them into the now. So that's why we have Cliff Jumper, the way he is. We finally got a Volkswagen B through Netflix and Walmart. We've got Inferno and Grapple and Artfire just essentially redos the exact same transformation from G1 right into modern day figures. I think they're so focused on that that I think Jose would definitely have to be a G1 version or updated G1 version of that original mold for us to get it at this point. So the question is when Hasbro will dive into Transmetals. I don't know if they will, or if I don't know if they will. I think if they do, I don't think we'll get vac metal on them. I think we'll get some kind of really super glossy metallics, metallic paint wherever the vac metal is supposed to be. And Larkin says, well, we're getting Ant Agony. Yes, we totally are. And Gears. We do need a new Gears. So definitely need a Gears. That's right. Gears was the other one in that poster that they didn't release, right? So, let's see. Jay Hollis says, Legacy is going to be heavy on the obscurity. Absolutely 100% is, because where do they go? They pretty much, dumped Beast Wars and G1 into our laps. They're going into G2 now. And they're taking a lot of Prime, or they're taking 2 Prime characters now, and they're giving them a G1 type of, makeover. So, let's see. Larkin says, I'm hoping Legacy continues like Generations and is not a trilogy. I agree. I think the trilogy idea is interesting, but I think also at the same time, now that Netflix is dropping a lot of their Transformers shows, maybe they don't have something else coming down the pipeline for like that adult kind of oriented collector type of show. Maybe, I don't know, but what I'm trying to say here, Larkin, is I do agree with you. I hope it does continue like Generations and is not any kind of trilogy or story or something. I do agree with that, because I do feel like if you do get a bad story, it does hurt the any kind of attention that a toy could get from that situation. Yeah, it says trilogies seem too limiting. I do agree. But yeah, guys, I want to say thank you for stopping in. Thank you for tuning in, checking it out, like, sharing, subscribing, doing all that stuff. And you guys know what to do, man. Link to the Patreon is down below in the description if you guys want to check that out. And Larkin just wants super cool toys. Hey, man, that's what it's all about, man. It's just about the toys and how awesome they are. So, but yeah, thanks for stopping by, guys. I will see you guys next video, stream, podcast, whatever it is. I see you where I see you, when I see you. I will see you guys there, and I will see you guys around.